Pottinger class. Equivalent fractions, 3.3. Can you find equivalent fractions?
Yes.
All right, there's 3 definitions for fractions. Question 1, where do fractions live? Between 0 and 1. On a number line, right? Question 2, fractions are part of and a whole number would be literally the number 1, right? All right, and then a fraction is nothing more than a division problem, yeah? What's the top number of a fraction called? What's the bottom number of a fraction called? Does that show it right there?
Yes.
Equivalent fractions would be 2 or more fractions that have the exact same. Does this fraction and this fraction have the exact same value?
Yes.
They look a little different, don't they?
Yes.
And even their fractions are a little bit different, but they have the same value, yes? Yes. Is 1/2 of a pizza, so is this half of a pizza the same as 2/4 of a pizza?
Yes.
So this fraction and this fraction are the same. That's what we're going to look at. What's another name for reduce? So basically reduce and simplify means make things smaller and easier, right?
Yeah.
So when we reduce fractions, we are going to make things smaller and easier, yes?
Yeah.
So 3/9. This is the numerator and this is the denominator, right? We have to find a number that goes into the numerator and denominator, right? And we can find numbers that go into numerators and denominators are into 2 different numbers using what method? So when I do the smiley face method for 3 and the smiley face method for 9, so there's my smiley face, here's my other smiley face. What is a number that works? What is a number that goes into both 3 and 9? 3 goes into 3 and 9. So is this how I show my work right here? Yes or no?
Yes.
So I show that I'm dividing the top by 3 and I'm dividing the bottom by 3, right?
Yes.
And then you simply solve. 3 divided by 3 is? 3 divided by 3 is? No, I'm asking a question. 3 divided by 3 is?
1/3.
It is not 1/3. 3 divided by 3 is not 1/3. Listen to what I'm asking you. What is 3 divided by 3?
1.
What is 9 divided by 3?
3.
So altogether, our final answer is
1/3.
3/9 is the exact same as 1/3, yes? More examples. Is there more than one way to reduce a fraction? So if I reduce 12/18, I use 2 because I know 12 and 18 are even numbers, yes? Guys, we're doing this. We're not doing that right now. So I reduce it down to 6/9, but what do we know about 6/9? What do we know about 6/9? So I'll start over. I have 12/18. They're both even numbers. So I know that I can use a common factor of 2, and it gets me to 6/9, yes? What goes into 6 and 9? So there's another common factor we can use, yes? So when I use 3, it actually reduces even further down to 2/3, yes? But 12/18, same problem. What if I use 6 instead of 2? Does it get me to my final answer faster? Or either way, okay. Can you do it either way? Huh? You can do it either way. Here's another example. Last thing. Finding equivalent fractions by using what? So really what we're saying is we use the same fraction 3 different times. If you multiply the top number and the bottom number by the same number, are you going to get an equivalent fraction? So if I multiplied by 2, I get 6/18. Is that the same as 3/9? But let's say I multiplied by 3. I get 9/27. Is that the same as 3/9? I multiplied by 1,000. Is 3,000 over 9,000 the same as 3/9? So you can find equivalent fractions by both dividing and by... You just got to make sure you do the same thing to the top as you do to the bottom.